Commentary on Revelation 8, 6-13. Revelation 8, 6-13 presents the sounding of the first four trumpets, unfolding a series of judgments that follow the opening of the seventh seal. These trumpet blasts do not describe distant end-of-world catastrophes, but rather covenantal judgments within history, specifically tied to the transition from the Old Covenant order to its fulfillment and passing away. Verse 6, "And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound." The imagery of angels preparing to sound trumpets echoes the Old Testament pattern where trumpets signaled divine intervention, whether in warning, warfare, or assembly. Sif, Numbers. Here, the preparation emphasizes divine intentionality. What follows is not random destruction, but a measured unfolding of judgment rooted in covenantal justice. Verse 7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. This language draws heavily from the plagues of Egypt, Exodus 9, verse 23-25. The earth here is best understood as the land, specifically the land of Israel. The imagery of hail, fire, and blood symbolizes devastation falling upon a covenant people who had rejected their Messiah. The burning of trees and grass reflects a sweeping judgment affecting both leadership, often symbolized by trees, and the general population, grass. Yet even here, the judgment is partial, a third part, indicating restraint, not total annihilation. This limitation underscores that the purpose is corrective and transitional, not ultimate destruction. Verse 8-9. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. The great mountain evokes prophetic imagery of a kingdom or ruling authority, Jeremiah 51:25. A burning mountain cast into the sea suggests the sukkot of a significant power structure, likely Jerusalem and its temple system, being judged and removed. The sea often represents the Gentile nations. Thus, this judgment spilling into the sea indicates that the effects of Israel's covenantal collapse ripple outward into the broader world. The destruction of ships and sea life symbolizes economic and societal upheaval connected to this transition. Verse 10-11. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, and the name of the star is called Wormwood. A falling star represents a ruling figure or influential authority being cast down. Wormwood signifies bitterness and judgment, CFF Jeremiah 9:15. The poisoning of waters indicates corruption at the source of life, spiritual and societal. This portrays the bitter consequences of rejecting truth. The leadership that should have brought life instead brought death. Yet again, the scope is partial, affecting a third, pointing to a limited, covenant-specific judgment rather than a universal end. Verse 12. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars. This is apocalyptic language commonly used by the prophets, cf. Isaiah 13:10, Ezekiel 32:7, to describe the sukkot of political and religious systems. The darkening of sun, moon, and stars symbolizes the collapse of governing authorities and structures that once gave light and order. This is not about literal celestial darkness, but the removal of an old covenant, heaven and earth, the entire framework of Israel's religious world. Its lights are dimmed because its purpose has been fulfilled. Verse 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe. The triple woe intensifies what is to come with the remaining trumpets. It signals that the next judgments will be even more severe. Yet, even these woes are part of a redemptive transition. The announcement serves as both warning and revelation. The old order is passing away, and the fullness of what has already been accomplished is being unveiled in history. Theological summary. Revelation 8, 6-13 reveals a series of covenantal judgments tied to the payan of the Old Covenant age. The repeated limitation to a third shows restraint, emphasizing that these are not final judgments against all humanity, but specific judgments upon a particular system that had reached its fulfillment. The trumpet judgments echo the Exodus plagues, portraying a new and greater deliverance, not from Egypt, but from the Old Covenant structure itself. What is being removed is not the people, but the system that once defined their relationship to God. This passage, therefore, is not about fear of future Jahani catastrophe, but about the historical outworking of a completed redemption. The shaking of earthly and covenantal structures reveals that what is unshakable remains.